Imagine working your entire life in America. You have a good salary, you have a stable job, health insurance through your employer, and you believe that you're financially secure. Then one medical emergency changes everything. An ambulance arrives, and a few hours emergency room inside, and some blood tests, sort of a hospital stay, and weeks later, the bill arrives. Not a few $100s, not a few thousands also, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. For many Indian families living in the United States, this is not a movie scene. It is the reality that catches them completely off guard. And that raises a much bigger question. How can the richest country in the world can have one of the most expensive healthcare systems on the planet? Well, the answer is far more complicated than simply saying that healthcare is expensive. Because America's healthcare system is not one system at all. Well, it is a massive network of private insurers, hospitals, pharmaceutical giants, and employers. Along with that, government programs and regulators. Every one of them plays a different role. Every one of them negotiates different prices, and every one of them adds another layer to the cost before a patient receives a treatment. And that is the first hidden reason. Unlike the countries where governments negotiate one national price for the medical and hospital services, America allows hundreds of private insurance companies to negotiate separately with thousands of hospitals on their own. And the result is astonishing. Two parents can receive the exact same treatment in two different hospitals and receive bills that differ by thousands of dollars. In many cases, even hospitals located in the same city charge completely different prices. But the story goes even deeper. America spends enormous amounts of money not just in treating the patients, but also processing the paperwork. Hospital employees, they are the bill specialists. They have insurance coders, compliance officers, and then the legal team also, and then the claim processors. Every insurance and each and every company has its own rules. Every procedure and the billing codes, they are very different from each other. And you know what? Every claim must pass through several layers of verification even before the payment is approved. Now, by that time, the treatment is complete, the paperwork itself becomes a billion-dollar industry. And then comes another surprise. Hospitals often publish the prices that are far higher than what they actually expect to receive. They are known as the listing prices. Insurance companies negotiate the discounts, but the uninsured patients may initially receive them after the inflated bills. And in other simple words, two receiving identical care can end up paying dramatical different amounts depending on their insurance status. Now, enter the pharmaceutical industry. America is home for many world's largest drug companies, as well as some of the greatest medical innovations. New cancer therapies, life-saving medications, and breakthrough treatments often originate from the United States. But innovation comes at a price. Unlike many developed countries where the governments directly negotiate nationwide on the drug prices as a whole, pharmaceutical companies in America enjoy much greater freedom to set their own prices. Now, the supporters argue that these profits fund future researchers. Critics argue that the marketing cost, parent protections, and the shareholder expectations are also pushing prices much higher. And technology adds another layer to it. American hospitals compete by offering robotic surgeries, AI-powered diagnostic, advanced MRI, and precision medicines in world's most sophisticated treatment facilities. These innovations save lives, but someone has to pay for the billion-dollar investment. And ultimately, much of that cost finds its way to the patient's bill. Even the lawsuit pays alone. Doctors in America face the constant risk of expensive malpractices litigations, and just to protect themselves, many order additional scans, laboratory tests, and then specialist consultants even before the medical benefits may be limited. Now, This practice is also known as the defense medicine, quietly adds billions of the dollars to the annual healthcare spending. And then there is America's growing healthcare challenge itself. Chronic diseases such as diabetes, obesity, heart diseases, and hypertension require the lifelong treatment rather than just one-time care. More medications, more doctor visits, and more hospital admissions. And the system is increasingly designed to manage illnesses instead of preventing it. Now, this creates a cycle where cost continues rising year after year, and ironically, every insurance can contribute to just the problem because insurance companies often pay most of the bill. Many patients never see the actual cost of the treatment until later. And then, hospital knows that, ensures that it will be negotiated, so the beginnings are extremely high. And without the true prices transparency, competition becomes weaker and the cost continues climbing. Now, let me focus on Indians. For Indians, now living up and moving up to America, this is a really shocking surprise. Many arrive from a healthcare system where routine consultations and diagnostic tests could cost a fraction of the US prices. In America, however, changing the wrong hospital, basically choosing it, and remaining outside of the insurance network or delaying the enrollment in a healthcare plan can have serious financial consequences for Indians. Can this crisis be solved? Well, that's a bigger question of the hour. Well, experts believe that several reforms could now make a meaningful difference. Greater price transparency would also allow the patients to compare hospitals before treatment. Simplifying the insurance paperwork could eliminate billions in administrative costs, and stronger negotiations of the prescription drugs could now reduce the medication expenses. Well, investing more in preventive healthcare instead of just the emergency care could now lower the long-term spending. But every post-reform affects powerful stakeholders of the insurance companies and the hospitals to the pharmaceutical giants and employers. And that is why the meaningful change has remained politically difficult for decades. The bigger story is that America possesses some of the finest doctors, hospitals, and medical innovations anywhere from the world. But people travel from across the globe seeking the treatment there. And yet, same system that delivers world-class healthcare also produces world's highest medical bills. Well, until the country finds a balance between innovation, affordability, and accessibility, one unexpected illness may now continue to be only a medical emergency, but a financial one as well. What is your thought on this? Make sure to comment down below.